out and I say to myself, if I had a party in my house, I wouldn't have this many friends come. Unless I served really amazing food. And here we're just hard-boiled eggs. I mean, come on. So, November is my favorite month. And November is my favorite month. Thank you, Sylvia. November is my favorite month because it's the month I say is Gratitude Month. And at my house, and I'm going to get teary when I tell you this, because it's the real deal, we could talk at the Thanksgiving dinner table about what we're grateful for. And every time the topic goes somewhere else, I'm pretty bossy, and I say, no, this is a gratitude meal, the whole meal. As long as we're at the table, this is what we're talking about. And we talk about all kinds of things that we're grateful for. Linda Salisbury is a legend in NSA National. And one of the exercises she taught me at a workshop was, just imagine what your life would be like if you woke up in the morning and anything that you failed to be thankful for the day before was gone. So sometimes I take a meditation walk and I notice the things that I'm grateful for. And sometimes I get kind of silly with this and I say, okay, I noticed the oak tree, the red maples, they're really spectacular right now. Do I need to be grateful for every leaf? I think so. And every feather and every bird. And I think a lot about my underwear, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for the truck that took the underwear to the store so I could buy the store, and I'm really grateful for the coupon that took 30% off. So one of the things I do when I can't sleep is I just do the grateful exercise. And I just say, what am I grateful for that happened today? And I'm grateful that there were blueberries that were fresh in my refrigerator when I woke up this morning so I could put them in my blender and share them with my colleague Tina. I'm grateful that there's healthy food in our home. You can do this for hours. And guess what? It puts you to sleep. It's a wonderful exercise. It's a wonderful way to go to sleep. It's a wonderful way to wake up. So last night, but I've done this many nights since I've been president, I made a list in my head of the people and things that I'm grateful for at NSA. And if you're new here today and you're thinking, oh my gosh, is she really going to name all those people? Sorry. Yeah. I am, because I'm grateful for, so I'm not going to go name by name, but while I'm telling you about the people that I'm grateful for, you're going to learn about a lot of opportunities and a lot of ways that you can get involved and contribute. And I don't have them all. We made a gratefulness list, and the list was incomplete, so it didn't really make it here, because we're still working on it. And I guess we'll always be working. So I'm grateful, as all of you are, for Lori Guest, who gave up her weekend to be with us. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag and tell you that we are going to give her a whopping $50 Barnes & Noble gift certificate that is going to change her life. In all seriousness, we could not possibly afford, in the spirit of Cabot, and if you don't know about Cabot, Cabot was our founder and he taught us about generosity. And that it's not one pie that we share, we're just going to make more pies. There's enough for all of us. And believe me, there are a lot of people out in the world hurting. There's enough for all of us. We can all stay busy. So Lori has given us this weekend, but so have all of our speakers this year, and all of them coming ahead. They all give up their weekend to be with us. Nicole and Kevin are outside. They can't hear me, but let me just tell you, you would be in big trouble without them. This group would not exist. When I took over the presidency, literally I was standing in a Belk store in North Carolina, and Kevin said, you do this, you do this, you do this, and thank goodness he told me, because otherwise, I don't know how that meeting would have happened. And they've been doing that all along. They rock. We have some board members who are in the room. We have a lot of board members in the room. Where were you all last night? Anyway, several of them were on the call. We have some board members, and they've been on some of them served up to 5 years. And that is a long time to give up a weekend, a Friday night for years. If you would like to be on the board, let me just tell you that we refer to each other, we hire each other, we love each other. And that's the way to stay and get involved. Raise your hand if you're a board member or who have ever been a board member. Thank you for serving. Thank you. And believe me, they serve. We have Academy mentors, people who have said, we will help somebody who's an aspiring speaker. Yeah, my business is busy and it'll take me away from my business, but I'm here for you. Raise your hand if you've been an Academy mentor. Thank you, mentors. Some people have worked on our website. Raise your hand if you have worked on our website or are working on our website. Where's Mila? And Mila is, and Wilma's not here. Our marketing committee that are constantly working to revamp our website. We have our AV people. Junius, raise your hand. What I'm grateful for is that Junius is willing to be here and serve us and get here. And what we know is that, you know, that's a lot of responsibility. When you can't hear a speaker, that's a big problem. It's a very big problem. And I also want to tell you that we have an opportunity for someone else to help us in that way, several someone else's. So we need some help there. So I hope if you're trying to decide how you're going to get to raise your hand next month, that's one of the ways you're going to consider. We have people who, Colleen, who is helping us with programming. She figures out who should come, who should be here, who do we want. And she thinks about age and gender and location and what they speak on. And we don't get exactly the balance we always want because sometimes things like Lori override everything else and we just say we want Lori.
She didn't meet the gender.
we just want her content and we want her. But she does programming and it's all behind the scenes and it's nobody ever notices. We have the people, the treasurer who pays the bills, and we have the drivers of the speakers who get our speakers here on time. Raise your hand if you've ever driven a speaker. Yeah. Oh, look at all those hands. They take them to and from the airport, and they get the benefit of a free coaching session and to interact with these wonderful and accomplished speakers. And they save the chapter a lot of money. So it's win-win. We have people who donate to the auction. How many of you have donated to the auction? So let me thank you. Thank you very much. What we're looking for in our auction are two types of things. We are looking for items like a bed and breakfast, a favorite restaurant donation, a gift certificate for a massage, and we're looking for services like an hour of coaching, an hour of editing, or I'll help you edit your newsletter. All of you have a skill, hopefully. And we need you to donate your skills. It will be an advertisement to all of us of the skills that we have in this organization so we can use each other's instead of other people who are not a part of us. And also it's a way to donate to the chapter. I know that our meetings feel pricey when you're writing the check or sliding the card, or let's face it, you actually put the numbers into the website. But we actually are running all on volunteer. We need your donations to make. So we don't want to transfer the full price to you. It would be prohibitive. So please, we need every single person here to donate to the auction in some way, and we need every single person here to purchase from the auction something that they want. Shelley shared with us. Shelley Rose is going to talk even more about the auction, and I am purposely saying it twice, and we might find a third time because 3 times the charm. And one of the things, well, I'll let her tell you her technique of what she does to generate sales. Okay, so donate. Thank you for attending a meeting. It's a lot of work to put all this together. If nobody shows up, it's no fun. That'd be a real bummer. Thank you for those who've written a thank you note to our speaker or to somebody, or a thank you email. That means so much to all of us because that just spreads the gratitude. Now here's some that you haven't thought about, I bet. Thank you to the people who clean our bathroom in this building. Thank you to the food service people who put out that beautiful display. Thank you to the people who we don't know who they are who vacuumed in here. Barbara Glantz, another professional in NSA, taught me 10 years ago. I heard her speak. And she said, do you ever walk into a restroom and see somebody servicing it and just stop and look them in the eye and say thank you? and I started doing that, I have had people fall into my arms crying and say, I'm the first person who's done that. That will change your entire day, I promise you. I do not care what kind of day you are having, that changes it for the better. So, if you weren't one of those people that I thanked, well, I did, because I thanked you all for being here. But I hope you're seeing all the ways that you can think about gratitude and how it helps me go to sleep at night. It helps me not think about what didn't get done and what isn't complete, and to think about what is and all the beauty in what is. And with that, I hope you'll try some of these traditions at Thanksgiving. You need to be very authoritarian about it. I can help you with that. And it works. It creates gratefulness all around. With that, I forgot, but that's okay. I've got a chance right now, even though it's written here, sponsors. We've been so fortunate that we've had all of our meetings sponsored this year, which again defrays the cost, and even better, helps put us in professionals who want to serve us. So today I have Alexis, and she is going to come up. She is our sponsor. Her information is on the table. And Alexis, can you tell us about your business and how you can help us? Give her a round.
So how many of you want to command greater speaker fees? Let me see your hands. Awesome, awesome. My name is Alexis Doty, and I am the CEO of F22 Video Solutions, and I'm here today because I'm what's standing between you and greater speaker fees. So as a video production specialist, it's my job to show you through the lens that allows you the expertise to impart onto the audience, to show the meeting planners, the people that are hiring you, that you are the choice, and when they hire you, they don't have a second guess at all. So for those of you who are ready, really ready to make way, way more than you're currently making, or that you're going to make that consistently through the entire year, then I can't wait to talk to you about how I can help you look on video as amazing as every time you rock that stage.
So Alexis' contact information is right here. She would love to speak with you at breaks and after the meeting or by email. And so let's take our dollars to the people who support us. All right, with that, Sharon, I'm going to turn this back over to you to introduce our illustrious guest. Illustrious.